these seats.
Oh. We thought you could play that.
YouTube. Why is it always this one computer that plays up? I should have started this earlier. Hello? Here we are then. It's Wednesday. Hopefully everything's streaming okay. Seems to be running a lot of things. We've got one computer working YouTube, I've got one computer working Facebook, I've got my phone on Facebook, I've got my other phone on YouTube so I can see what anybody says. And we've also got the system for the quiz. So it's all go. It's like, I can see the YouTube one's working fine, but the one on Facebook looks a bit stippy stop starty. So let us know on Facebook if it's okay. And we'll start the quiz very shortly. 6 rounds tonight, and I have the rounds, what we have. This is an exclusive, because no one else knows this apart from me. We start off in round 1 with blockbusters. No, you can't call me Bob and you can't have a pig. Then we got science and nature, current affairs, popular music, history, and general knowledge. There'll be 10 questions in each round. They'll all come up on the TV screen, so hopefully you can see the TV screen fine.
Yeah, we're buffering.
We're buffering. What a bugger. Aha! This is that computer on this side. See, I'm alright on YouTube. Watch this on YouTube. It's perfect. I'll see if I can do anything on the Facebook channel. I doubt it, but we'll try. So if you're still watching on Facebook, you've got my, YouTube, you've got my ugly face in the way. Getting electric shocks off my chair. Never mind. Don't know what I can do about that on Facebook. Don't know why it always plays up on Facebook and yet it never seems to on YouTube. Weird. Whereas Sunday night, none of it worked, which is a bit upsetting, and I got a bit angry, but never mind. Let's have a look at your comments. So there is, what I can do is I can post the YouTube thingy, I think. Share that. I can share it to my page anyway, and then people can share it from my page to other pages. It seems to be a better stream than the Facebook one. Yes, so we'll give it a few minutes and see how many people want to swap over and either stick with Facebook or go over to YouTube. Presuming you can all see the TV screen okay, or maybe you can't on that one. Let's put that over a bit. There you go, that's better. Hopefully the stream on Facebook will get a bit better as we go along. Who knows? Just say broadcast interruption, doesn't it? What's on yours?
All right at the moment.
Is it? Oh, it's just my phone then. iPhone 11.
Oh no, it's
Has it gone?
buffering again. Right, let me
For those of you on YouTube at the moment, just having a few problems on Facebook, Lisa's going to share the page for the YouTube channel onto hers and onto the trumpet page.
I'm going to try to, yeah.
She's going to try to. See, this is all technical stuff. We're not used to this technical stuff. But we'll start the quiz in about 5 minutes anyway. 6 rounds, as I said earlier. 10 questions in each one, point per answer. And you do what you want to know. Cheat if you like, we don't care. It's fine. For those of you who've been working today, you'll know it's Wednesday. For those of you who haven't been working, it's Wednesday. Just in case you're not sure. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Facebook, it's just a bit, keeps starting. But
I've posted the link on our Facebook page as well.
On the trumpet page you'll see a link for YouTube, which apparently is working absolutely perfect. Just click on that and then you'll be able to see me instead of... See what I mean? It's terrible.
What I can't get is anybody's comments.
On what?
YouTube.
Yeah, you can, it'll come up.
Will it?
Yeah. Have a look. Is this working? Carol, God only knows. YouTube channel's working, and I think the Facebook one's working intermittently. But all the questions I go through twice anyway. You get 25 seconds on the screen per question. I say them out loud, and you can also read them, so we'll get there in the end. It does seem a bit better, this link on Facebook at the moment. It seems to have speeded up a little bit by the looks of it. Hopefully, if only I had a TV crew. It's probably the fact that we're running so much stuff through the internet at the moment. 2 computers, 3 phones, and also another lappy toppy thingy. But yes, quiz will start. We'll do it about 10 past we'll start. Your 6 rounds, just in case you missed it earlier. Blockbusters. No, you can't have a P. Science and nature. Current affairs, or fairly current affairs, depending on how up to date the system is. Brought to you by Bebox and Instay. Number 4 round is popular music. Then we've got history, and then we've got general knowledge. I don't know which camera to look in. I hate looking in any cameras anyway, but I'm looking in both now. What?
I do the one on YouTube maybe, I don't know.
That's because I'm on full screen on YouTube, you see. I'll go full screen on Facebook. Perhaps it just doesn't like my special pictures and everything. There we go. Trouble is, I can see all of me now. I'm a bit fatter. We've started painting the kitchen in the trumpet in, just in case you're interested. It's a lovely colour. Chef's going to love it when he gets in there. He has told us he's colourblind, so thank God for that. Who we got on here? Oh, we got a few people on YouTube. John, Janie, Kirsty, and some others which haven't actually posted anything yet. But the quiz, it'll be nice and easy. Actually, it was hard last week, so I have gone through the questions this week, and I have made them a lot easier. Because the scoring in last Wednesday night's quiz wasn't very good, to be honest. In fact, you were all rubbish. As you can see, our lovely advert says that was little Mick and Paddy, who were having fun at Christmas. And live sports shown here. Ha! Oh no, it ain't. But not in a moment anyway. Yeah, if I go off on Facebook. Okay then. with you in a minute on YouTube. Your video has ended. Why? One day I'll get this right. I've had enough practice. Aha, there we go. Facebook one's back up and running. He says, hopefully. I should really start doing this about 6 o'clock and get the quiz started for about 9. Let's have a look. Go on to my page.
No, it's on the trumpet one.
Is it? I can't find it on my trumpet one.
I'm on there now.
Oh, you're on there now. Is it better?
Yeah, seems to be at the moment.
Because I'm not running through that new system. No, it's very still jittery. Oh well. Never mind. We will start again. We'll start the quiz in a few moments. I know I've gone a bit over time, but trying to get this Facebook one doing, it just... I don't know what's wrong with Facebook. They're a pain lately. It's probably because so many people are using it. So if you are just joining us for the first time, don't take anything for granted because we're not professional at this. I'm just doing this for a bit of fun. 6 rounds of total and utter nonsense. 1 point per question. Easy as that really. All you've got to do is write down the answer. You'll see them on the TV screen, all the questions, and then you'll see all the answers. I will go through each round twice, so that you don't miss out on anything. Please do not say, can we have question 1 again or question 3, because you can't. It's as simple as that. You have it now and you watch it and that's it. And it's all on the TV screen, and I do say all the questions as well. So I'll give it just a couple more minutes. And then we'll get started. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all fine. At least we've got a lovely evening, no rain, it makes a change, he says. So round 1 is going to be blockbusters. And you'll see what I mean by that. All you've got to do is give the answer to the question. It's very easy. Round 1, blockbuster questions. So it's going to have a letter of some sort. And the answer will have that letter in it, or to begin with it. Time is it? 1:15. Well, we'll get started. I can hear everyone at home say, for God's sake, get started. We don't want to be here all night with you. Oh, well. Okay, so question 1. What T can be measured in degrees Fahrenheit? What T can be measured in degrees Fahrenheit? And each question will be on the screen for 20-25 seconds. And then you'll have question 2. What does the G stand for in the fuel LPG? I don't know why I'm looking at the screen, I've got it in front of me here. What does the G stand for in the fuel LPG? And I will go through these again, just in case you miss out on one, because the feed's a bit rubbish. Question 3. What M is the name given to substance spread on the ground, such as straw and manure, to protect the roots of plants? And please, any mispronunciations by me, I do apologise. So what M is the name given to the substances spread on the ground, such as straw and manure, to protect the roots of plants? Question 4. What T is the part of a cat it uses to groom itself? What T is the part of a cat that it uses to groom itself? And number 5. What B is another name for Satan or the devil? What B is another name for Satan or the devil? And question number 6. What G was the name originally given to an Irish moneylender? To be sure, we not know. What G was originally the name given to an Irish moneylender? I know it's a crap accent, but it's the only one that I can do. I thought my Scottish was quite good. And question number 7. What C is the name given to infant foxes? What C is the name given to infant foxes? Yeah, do us a favour, don't put the answers on the comments on Facebook or on... Let's have all the 10 questions first. Just write them down at home. Question 8. What S is the name given in 10-pin bowling if all the pins are knocked down on the first ball? Easy. What S is the name given in 10-pin bowling if all the pins are knocked down on the first ball? And question 9. What N was a BBC TV current affairs programme whose presenters included Frank Boff and Sue Lawley? What N was a BBC TV current affairs programme whose presenters included Frank Boff and Sue Lawley? And the last one in this round. Which H did the crew sleep in on board a pirate ship? Which H did the crew sleep in on board a pirate ship? I will go through those questions again and then give you the answers. Yeah, please just write them down at home. Don't put them on Facebook or YouTube. I just read that. I'm trying to read that as well as trying to, you know. Yeah.
The Facebook was just keeping it.
I know when I said cheat, I mean don't give everyone the answers. Of course, you could put the wrong answers down on Facebook and YouTube and confuse people. But we'll go through those questions once more, but we'll go through them a little bit quicker. Number 1, what T can be measured in degrees Fahrenheit? What T can be measured in degrees Fahrenheit? Titties. No, not really, I'm joking. Question 2. What does the G stand for in the fuel LPG? What does the G stand for in the fuel LPG? It's much easier doing a quiz when the pub's open and not doing it online, believe me. This is difficult, especially when stuff don't work. Question 3. What M is the name given to substances spread on the ground such as straw and manure to protect the roots of plants? What M is the name given to substances spread on the ground such as straw and manure to protect the roots of plants? And number 4. What T is the part of a cat that uses to groom itself?
Meow. Matty.
Matty! What's he doing here? Matty! He keeps doing that through the letterbox. He's trying to get in. What T is the part of a cat that uses its, you know that one, that it uses to groom itself? And then 5. What B is another name for Satan or the devil? And if you're watching this and you don't come to the trumpet in, you won't know who Matty is. Don't worry about it. He's a good lad. Good regular. So question 5, what B is another name for Satan or the devil? And it's not Sid. What G was a name originally given to an Irish moneylender? Is question 6. What G was a name originally given to an Irish moneylender? And number 7, what C is the name given to infant foxes? What C is the name given to infant foxes? It is very jumpy on that Facebook one. YouTube channel's going great. Question number 8. What S is the name given in 10-pin bowling if all the pins are knocked down on the first ball? Should be Al. FL. Flipping lucky. What S is the name given in 10-pin bowling if all the pins are knocked down on the first ball? Question 9. What N was a BBC TV current affairs programme whose presenters included Frank Boff and Sue Lawley? What N was a BBC TV current affairs programme whose presenters included Frank Boff and Sue Lawley? And number 10. Which H did the crew sleep in on board a pirate ship? Which H did the crew sleep in on board a pirate ship? Me hearters. There, where's me Captain Morgan? And that's all your questions for round 1. Nice and easy, see? Well, I tried to make it a bit easier than last week anyway. If you are swapping your papers at home, swap them around now. Here are the answers to round 1. The T that can be measured in degrees Fahrenheit, temperature. Simples. It wasn't tits. And question 2. What does the G stand for in LPG? Gas.
You only got 2 right.
You got 2 right. You're doing better than last week. You got none on the first round. Alright, just what I'm mentioning. Question 3. What M is the name given to the substances spread on the ground such as straw and manure? Mulch. Mulch, is that right?
Mulch, yeah.
Mulch. Mulch.
Mulch.
Never heard of it. See, I'm not a gardener. I wouldn't have a clue. What T is the part of a cat that it uses to groom itself? It uses its tongue. What was that? Big Brother. That was a silly thing. Yes. Always reminds me. All cats do. Number 5. What B is another name for Satan or the devil? What have you put?
Bastard. I didn't know, so I just thought.
Beelzebub. Oh dear. I have to live with her. It's terrible. Question 6. Which G was the name originally given to an Irish moneylender? A gombeen.
I put gnome.
A gnome. Yes, gombeen is the answer to it's an Irish moneylender. Certainly didn't know that one. And so what C is the name given to infant foxes' cubs? That's question 7 and answer number 7. What C is the name given to infant foxes' cubs? Number 8. What S is the name given to in 10-pin bowling if all the pins are knocked down in the first ball? It's a strike. I was just wondering, I could hear myself speaking then, it's on my phone.
Got the volume on.
Stupid. So yes, it's a strike for number 8. Number 9. The TV show, current affair show, whose presenters were Frank Boff and Sue Lawley, nationwide. So it's 6 o'clock Monday to Friday, if I remember rightly. Or was it 6:30? But it kept changing. So nationwide is the answer to number 9. And number 10, what H did the crew sleep on board a pirate ship? A hammock. Not to be confused with a haddock, because otherwise they'd smell in the morning. Being pirates, they would smell anyway. Oh, well, there you go. So that's all your answers to that one. Tot up your scores. And I don't know if you're on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube. I'm trying to keep up with both of them. Let us know what your scores are.
6.
You got 6?
I did.
That's 6 more than you got in 3 rounds last week.
2, I'll have you know.
Pokey
Yeah,
got
3.
7. Evening, Scott. Oh, I must say, very, very happy birthday to my niece Kerry. I don't know if she's watching, but happy birthday. 21 again. Sharon Goodall, 7 out of 10. Ah, see, there was some. See, I made it too easy this week. Nige got 8.
Julie 8.
Andy 9. Nicky got 1. I don't believe you. I don't. Kirsty 6. That's not too bad. So that was round 1. Round 2. Oh, I wouldn't do any good on this one. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. Cancel. Round 2, he says hopefully, even though it's going to say round 1, science and nature. Oh, let's have a look on YouTube. Tim got 8, Nicholas got 8, Jamie got 7, John got 8. Yeah, gnome. Irish moneylender, a gnome. Oh, come on. Minty got 8. Sue got 9. Well done. See, some good scores.
Got a question posted on our event page.
Have we?
Yeah.
What's it
Where
say?
are the questions?
Where are the questions?
I'll tell her she has to go on to
Just
the live stream.
go on to the live stream. They're on my telly, in my pub. Our pub. So, question 1 in Science and Nature. What colour flame do calcium-based elements produce? What colour flame do calcium-based elements produce? You probably thought it was like that BMN quiz that we were looking at last night.
Yeah.
Question number 2. What kind of bird is a kookaburra? What kind of bird is a kookaburra? And question number 3. Which fruit has the varieties Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot? Which fruit has the varieties Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot? Again, please excuse the pronunciations. I'm still learning to speak English. Question 4. The reproductive cycle of which insect usually begins with the female eating the male's head? The reproductive cycle of which insect usually begins with the female eating the male's head? Is that known as giving good head? No. Is it too early for that? Yeah, it's only 8:30. It's alright, we'll cut that out in the edited version. Round number 5. Which passenger jet landed at London's Heathrow Airport for the first time on the 18th of May 2006? Which passenger jet landed at London's Heathrow Airport for the first time on the 18th of May 2006? Number 6. By which name is the reindeer known in North America? Question number 7. How many centimetres equal 100 inches? How many centimetres equal 100 inches? Ladies, if you're at home with your male partner, do not ask him, because the answer is going to be a lot more than what it should be. And question 8. On which island in Scotland is the world's largest colony of gannets? On which island in Scotland is the world's largest colony of gannets? I've got no idea. Question number 9. Which branch of medicine is concerned with children's diseases? Which branch of medicine is concerned with children's diseases? And number 10. What is the fear of snakes known as? Question 10. In round number 2 of Science and Nature, what is a fear of snakes known as? In my case, it's known as flipping heck, I don't like snakes. I'll go through those questions once more, a little bit quicker for you. Ignore where it says round 1 because it's round 2. Question 1. What colour flame do calcium-based elements produce? What colour flame do calcium-based elements produce? And question 2. What kind of bird is a kookaburra? What kind of bird is a kookaburra? And after this round, I will give you the answers to this round, and then we'll have a short break for a couple of minutes. So if you smoke, you can go outside. If you don't smoke in the house, we can go make a cup of tea. Question 3. Which fruit has the varieties Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot? Which fruit has the varieties Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot? Question 4. The reproductive cycle of which insect usually begins with the female eating the male's head? And it's far too early for me to be rude, so I shall just read the question again. The reproductive cycle of which insect usually begins with the female eating the male's head? Number 5. Which passenger jet landed at London's Heathrow Airport for the first time on the 18th of May 2006? Which passenger jet landed at London's Heathrow Airport for the first time on the 18th of May 2006? And number 6, by which name is the reindeer known in North America? By which name is the reindeer known in North America? And number 7, how many centimetres equal 100 inches? How many centimetres equal 100 inches? And number 8, on which island in Scotland is the world's largest colony of gannets? On which island in Scotland is the world's largest colony of gannets? And number 9, which branch of medicine is concerned with children's diseases? Which branch of medicine is concerned with children's diseases? And number 10, what is the fear of snakes known as?
Sid Collins.
No, not me. What is the fear of snakes known as? And that, my lovely people out there in the world, and not in the pub, still quiet in here, you know, still very quiet, is the end of round 2. So, if you're swapping your papers, please swap them around at home. I'm just going to find a plug. Oh. And I'll give you the answers to that round after I've plugged the other phone in. Right, the answers to that round are as follows. Number 1 was, what colour flame do calcium-based elements produce? Red. As you can see, the answers are up on the screen, just in case. It was red, the first one.
Thank you.
That's okay. At least I can see you when you walk out to the toilet. If they're at home and they walk to the toilet, I ain't got a clue. Not unless they tell us, of course. Number 2, what kind of bird is a kookaburra? It's a kingfisher. I did not know that. I did not, but I do now. I won't remember it, but... Number 3, what fruit has the varieties of Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot? It's a grape. If you got that right, what a great answer that was. Oh dear. Doesn't get any better. And number 4, the reproductive cycle of which insect usually begins with the female eating the male's head? The mantis. What did you put?
I got a bloody ant. I couldn't remember.
An ant?
Yeah. I couldn't remember. Yeah,
I suppose there are other insects, but the answers that are right are the ones that are on the TV screen. End of. Number 5, the passenger jet that landed at Heathrow Airport for the first time on the 18th of May 2006 was the Airbus 380. No, I didn't know that one either. Then again, I don't know any of them. Number 6. Really? What is the name of the reindeer known? By which name is the reindeer known in North America? Caribou? Caribou. I didn't know that one either.
I got Ray Rudolph because I didn't know the answer.
In North America, they call them all Rudolph.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. How many centimetres equal 100 inches? Question number 7. 254.
I was 4 off.
I'm sure males would have put about 552, but that was question number 7. 254 is the answer. Number 8. On which island in Scotland is the world's largest colony of gannets? St Kilda. I've never heard of that island.
No, I haven't.
I'm
either.
sure Jamie has. And number 9. Which branch of medicine is concerned with children's diseases? Paediatrics. Didn't expect me to read that, did you? I didn't. I had to look at it twice, but yes, paediatrics is the answer to number 9. And the answer to number 10. Oh, flipping hell. What is the fear of snakes known as? It's that word up there. Somatophobia.
Ophidiophobia.
Opidiophobia. Opidiophobia.
Oh dear.
It's whatever it says up on the screen. See, it just shows that I don't really look at the answers and go through the questions either. So that's the end of round 2. Put your scores up on Facebook. We will have a little bit of a break. Now I can do it on this one, but I can't muck around on the other one. So yeah, get those scores in. We'll have a couple of minutes break, and then I'll be back in just a few.
I got 2 on that
You
one.
got 2 on that one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Pokey.
Oh.
Julie 4. Oh, you got 1 more than me, Kirst. Nice. 1. You're worse than me. That was a low scoring one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. How did they do on YouTube? We'll have a competition, YouTube versus Facebook, to be fair. John got 8, Jamie 7, Nicholas 8, Tim 8, Jamie 6.
Oh, well, the brain.
Hold on. Yeah, Nicholas 7, John 5 in that one, sorry. Nicholas 7 in that one. Jamie 6 in that one. I'm confused, I don't know. I'm just confused.
Well, the brain boxes have gone over to YouTube then.
Slodge got 5.
Oh, yes, Lodge got 5.
Oh, you said brain boxes. That's why he's on Facebook.
Nige got 1.
Saturday night, party night at the Trumpet, but live in your living room, obviously. And it's a certain young lady's birthday. Her name's Lisa Rogers. She's celebrating her 21st again and again. Why don't you? No, only once, twice. Yeah, so that'll start. What time do we start at? 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8:30. Party in your living room, courtesy of lovely people here at the Trumpet Inn, in the newly painted and decorated Trumpet Inn, with a mint marshmallow coloured kitchen.
John's gonna love it.
Oh yes. Just frightening the people on YouTube with this broadcasting thing that I've got. A lovely picture of our bar staff. Scary. Give me a couple more minutes and then we'll start round 3, which is current affairs-ish. So round 3. Who's breaking up? Are we breaking up again? I don't know why. Oh, well done, Kirst. Kirst is posting YouTube. Didn't know she was technical. Oh no.
She's probably just shocked herself.
Thursday night, which is tomorrow, Jay's virtual pub quiz. That's a good one to watch. Much more professional than this rubbish. And he doesn't seem to have a problem with his streams, which I haven't on YouTube but have on Facebook. Yeah, so that starts at about 8:15. He goes live from 1:45 on YouTube. I'll post the link on my page. It's also Clap for Carers and basically all workers. And also Captain Thomas Moore, 100. And the oldest man to have a #1 hit record, if you can call it a hit record these days. And he's also knackered out all the postmen because now they've got to have a Saturday off because of all the flipping cards that they had to deliver to him. But yeah, very special day for that tomorrow. I can only apologise for the Facebook link. I don't know why it's playing up, but it always seems to. It must be something to do with the volume of people that are using it, or the the amount of stuff I've got going through it at the moment. But round 3. Ooh, where's my thingy gone? You should all be back in from your fags or making your cup of tea by now. Round 3, as I said, hopefully, is going to be current-ish affairs. Good. It is current-ish affairs. Now, some of these might be a couple of months old, these questions, but I'm sure you'll know them anyway, because they're fairly popular questions. See, we've got more people on YouTube now. See, we'll convert these people to YouTube. You watch, it'll probably go off now.
I'll have you know I'm streaming the YouTube video to my TV and also put you up on Facebook.
Oh my God. There's only so much of me. Oh no. Oh dear. I can't imagine watching myself on telly. It's bad enough watching myself on a bloody laptop. So round 3, current affairs. This is question number 1. What musical instrument did a woman recently play while undergoing brain surgery at King's College Hospital in London? What musical instrument did a woman recently play while undergoing brain surgery at King's College Hospital in London? Question 2. Which film starring Tom Hanks is to be reissued as the 50th anniversary of the historic event approaches? That doesn't make any sense. Which film starring Tom Hanks is said to be reissued as the 50th anniversary of the historic event approaches? It does when you read it properly. And number 3. What is the name of David Beckham's club that played their first ever MLS game recently? What is the name of David Beckham's club that played their first ever MLS game recently? That's soccer in America. Number 4. Manchester City recently won the Carabao Cup after beating Aston Villa 2-1. But how many times have they won the trophy? Now, I'm presuming, because I don't know the answer, that includes the League Cup, Milk Cup, and basically it's the League Cup. And question number 5. Which singer recently celebrated her 103rd birthday? Which singer recently celebrated her 103rd birthday? Question 6. Comedian Joe Lycett recently changed his name by deed poll to what following a dispute with the German fashion house? I can't remember either. Comedian Joe Lycett recently changed his name by deed poll to what following a dispute with the German fashion house? Oh, I can't think. I can't remember. Question 7. Legendary country music star Kenny Rogers recently died at the age of 81. What was his middle name? So question 7. What was Kenny Rogers' middle name? It's not an ancestor of you, is he, Sludge? And number 8. TripAdvisor recently suspended reviews of which attraction in the Derbyshire town of Ilkeston after a number of spoof write-ups? TripAdvisor recently suspended reviews of which attraction in the Derbyshire town of Ilkeston after a number of spoof write-ups? And question 9. Let's Rock, the Retro Festival, which is planned to take place later this year, focuses on which decade in music? Let's Rock, the Retro Festival, which is planned to take place later this year, focuses on which decade in music? And question 10. Watford recently ended Liverpool FC's long winning streak in the Premier League. But how many games have they been unbeaten? I wish I'd have seen this question, I would have knocked this one off. Watford recently ended Liverpool Football Club's long winning streak in the Premier League. For how many games did they win up to that point in a row without losing? Which might or might not win them the Premiership this season. We'll go through those questions once more. Number 1. What musical instrument did a woman recently play while undergoing brain surgery at King College Hospital in London? And question 2. Which film starring Tom Hanks is to be reissued as the 50th anniversary of the historic event approaches? So what happened 50 years ago? 2009, 2009, and 1999. And question 3. What is the name of David Beckham's club that played their first ever MLS game recently? Recently-ish. Because it was a couple of months ago now. What is the name of David Beckham's football club, soccer club, that played their first ever MLS game recently? And number 4. Manchester City recently won the Carabao Cup after beating Aston Villa 2-1. Sorry, Nige. How many times have they won the trophy? So basically, how many times have Man City won the League Cup? Which I might be wrong on, because it would probably be how many times have they won the Carabao Cup. But whatever answer you've got, we'll say it's right. Question 5. Which singer recently celebrated her 103rd birthday? I think what I'll do after this round is I'll turn Facebook off and then reboot it and try and get that back up. Question number 6. Comedian Joe Lycett recently changed his name by deed poll following a dispute with the German fashion house. So what did he change his name to? Oh, it's such a... I can't remember now. I really can't. Number 7. Legendary Country music star Kenny Rogers recently died at the age of 81. What was his middle name? What was it? What was his middle name? And question 8. TripAdvisor recently suspended reviews of which attraction in the Derbyshire town of Ilkeston after a number of spoof write-ups? Now, a long, long time ago when I did my manager training for Greenhalls, there was a particular couple who said Ilkeston was the best place in the world. Probably is. And number 9. Let's Rock, the Retro Festival, which is planned to take place later this year, focuses on which decade in music? And question 10. Watford recently ended Liverpool's long winning streak in the Premier League. For how many games were they unbeaten up to that point? Actually, the way it was going, the suspension of the league come right at the right time because we were starting to lose quite a few games. By we, I mean Liverpool Football Club. So, swap your papers around.
There
You swap them to yourself?
Yeah.
Well done.
One answer the other.
The answers to that round. The musical instrument that a woman played while undergoing brain surgery at a hospital in London was a violin.
I was looking at violin and I thought, how could you play a violin if she's having brain surgery?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not a surgeon.
Oh,
I don't know. Number 2. The film that's starring Tom Hanks, which is going to be reissued. Oh, I've seen this so many times. Apollo 13. Is that 50 years, is it? There you go. And number 3. David Beckham's football club in the MLS is Inter Miami. Well, it is for this season, but Inter Milan are trying to claim the names of the word Inter. So they'll probably just be Miami next season. But the answer this week is Inter Miami. Number 4. Man City recently won the Carabao Cup after beating Villa 2-1. How many times they won the trophy? 3 times. Not as many as Liverpool. Ha. And number 5, which singer recently celebrated her 103rd birthday? Dame Vera Lynn. And number 5, oh God, yes. Joe Lycett recently changed his name by deed poll. Hugo Boss. I can't remember what night his show is on Channel 4, but it's really, really good. When do we watch it? Monday night? Tuesday night? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
It's really good anyway. Worth a watch, definitely.
Would have been Monday night.
If you got time. Monday night, yeah. Number 7. Oh, Kenny Rogers' middle name, Ray. Kenny Ray Rogers. And number 8. TripAdvisor recently suspended reviews of which attraction in Derbyshire town of Ilkeston. A hole in a wall near a bank known as Nat West Hole. Really?
That is an
Yeah.
attraction.
It's an attraction because there's a hole in a wall near a bank known as the Nat West Hole.
Right.
Yeah, that's why TripAdvisor stopped it. Let's Rock, the Retro Festival, which is planned to take place later this year, focuses on what decade of music? The 1980s. And number 10 in this round. Watford recently ended Liverpool's long winning streak. Liverpool had gone 44 games unbeaten in the Premiership.
Oh, I got 14.
14?
I do apologise.
Yeah, I shouldn't think so. Bloody hell. Go top base scores up. Whoops.
I got
Nearly
1.
broke that. See what you got.
I'm back to normal.
Once again, apologies if you're on Facebook and it's a bit jittery and a bit stoppy-starty. Nothing I can do about it apart from totally stop the stream again and then restart, but I can't be bothered, to be honest, because I'm so busy, I've got so much to do. Round number 4. Round number 4 is going to be popular music. I'm just waiting to see what scores you got on that. Jane got 4 on that one. Nicholas got 4. The Pocock's got 5. Andy got 3 out of 10. Nikki got 1 again. Nikki's doing ever so well tonight, isn't she? So round number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No music to listen to, just the answer what comes on the screen. And round number 4 is popular music. So let's hope you get a few on this one. Number 1, which singers' best known songs include Summer of '69, Heaven and Everything I Do? Easy, easy, easy one.
But this is my trouble. I know the songs, not the artists.
Question number 1, which singers' best known songs include Summer of '69, Heaven and Everything I Do? Question number 2, which founding member of McFly chose the band's name after his love of the Back to the Future films? Which founding member of McFly chose the band's name after his love of the Back to the Future films? And number 3, AC/DC come from which country? AC/DC come from which country?
Okay, I found this on the web. The DC come from which country? Check it out.
Thank you,
I
Siri.
was going to give you the answer out loud then.
Did I say the word Siri? I didn't think so. Question number 4. Who had a number 1 with a different beat in 1996? Who had a number 1 with a different beat in 1996? Can't believe Siri did that. If I'd have gone, hey Siri, don't do anything. Don't do a thing. Number 5. A 2000 hip-hop album by Wu-Tang Clan was which letter of the alphabet? Who? A 2000 hip-hop album by Wu-Tang Clan was which letter of the alphabet?
I've got 26 guesses.
Yeah, you can't write down every letter of the alphabet for that one. Question 6. What was the surname of Jimmy, the Scottish lead singer in the 1980s band Bronski Beat and the Communards? What was the surname of Jimmy, the Scottish lead singer in the 1980s band Bronski Beat and the Communards? Number 7. Who recorded the heavy metal classic single Paranoid? Who recorded the heavy metal classic single Paranoid?
What age was that?
Oh, sorry, number 8. Sorry, I was just watching the Facebook things. It's playing up. Which group backed Vic Reeves on Born Free? Which group backed Vic Reeves on Born Free? And number 9. On whose show did Billy Bragg make his UK radio debut? On whose show did Billy Bragg make his UK radio debut? After this round I will take the Facebook feed off and then reload it to see if it's any better, because I can see it's playing up. Question 10. What type of man took the group Babylon Zoo to the top of the UK singles chart on the 27th of January 1996? What type of man took the group Babylon Zoo to the top of the UK singles chart on the 27th of January 1996? I'll go through those questions once more, just in case you missed them on this wonderful Facebook feed that we've got. In fact, I'd love to do them again, but it won't let me. It will let me. I shall run round and shout them out. There you go. Question number 1. Which singer's best known songs include The Summer of '69 and Heaven and Everything I Do? Question number 2. Which founding member of McFly chose the band's name after his love of the Back to the Future films? And number 3, AC/DC come from which country? This is playing up now. I give up with this modern technology. Question number 4. Who had a number 1 with a different beat in 1996? And number 5. A 2000 hip-hop album by Wu-Tang Clan was which letter of the alphabet? Oops. Go back. Number 6. What is the surname of Jimmy, the Scottish lead singer of the 1980s bands Bronski Beat and the Communards? Number 7. Who recorded the heavy metal classic single Paranoid? Number 8. Which group backed Vic Reeves on Born Free? Number 9. On whose show did Billy Bragg make his UK radio debut? And question number 10. What type of man took the group Babylon Zoo to the top of the UK singles chart on the 27th of January 1996? Swap your papers around. After this round, we will, after I've given the answers out, I will have a little 3-minute break so I can reset this Facebook page and give it a good kicking. And if you're ready, the answers to that round are as follows. Summer '69, Heaven and Everything I Do, Bryan Adams. Did you get it in the end?
I got there in the end.
You got there in the end.
Yeah.
Well done. Bryan Adams is the answer to number 1. Number 2. Which member of McFly chose the band's name? Tom Fletcher. He's got a very well-known aunt, Jessica Fletcher. She, yeah, it's Not really. AC/DC come from Australia. Yes, I know they've got an English singer. And number 4. The number 1, A Different Beat in 1996, Boyzone. I did not know that one. Number 5, the 2000 hip hop album by Wu-Tang Clan was which letter of the alphabet? W.
I got it right.
Get out of it. She did only write one letter of the alphabet down. Number 6, Jimmy Somerville. Somerville is the answer to that one. You showing that to the camera? Or
No,
what?
I'm showing it to you so you know I have actually got it right.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
got some of them
yeah,
right.
yeah. And number 7, who recorded the heavy metal single Paranoid? Black Sabbath. And number 8, The Wonder Stuff were the backing group for Vic Reeves on the single Born Free. And number 9, Billy Bragg made his debut on the John Peel Show. I could not remember his name for the life of me. And the answer to number 9, John Peel. And the answer to number 10, what type of man took the group Babylon Zoo to the top of the charts in January 1996? It was a spaceman. So, top those scores up, see what you've got. And what I'll do is I will turn Facebook off for the moment,
See, mine's been fine.
and then I'll put it back on. Has it been fine?
Mine has, but I don't know if anyone else.
Oh, I'll leave it on.
Yeah, I've got a few answers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't cut it off then. But we will have a 2-minute break,
I got three.
and then when we come back, 2 more rounds left. The one that everybody's looking for. No, it's not the backwards round, it's history. So technically it is backwards. See, all we've got to have a backwards round. If you don't know what I'm on about, I do a music quiz on a Sunday night, and we always have backwards music as one of the rounds. Or this week, maybe even 2 of the rounds, as long as I can get the technology to work. And the last round we'll have tonight is general knowledge, so we'll be back in just a few.
Yeah, Tim's not having any problems on Facebook.
No? Oh, cool. It is, it's playing up on this one like anything. I can see it keeps going 0 as well, so... Oh well.
I was wrong. Judy with 7. Steph 2. Kirsty 4. Slosh 6. Jamie and Tim both got 5. Kirsty guessed the W as well.
Next round, round number 5. My good old friend from Pershaw used to be a singer. She used to sing this one, and it's a history. Oh, it's a history. Or is that mystery? I always get that wrong. Always get that wrong. Saturday night, as I said earlier, if you fancy a boogie around your living room, bit of a party. We're live from the Trumpet Inn in your front room or living room or your kitchen, your bathroom, your shower, whatever you're doing, your back garden if it's a nice night, with our wonderful disco. Well, I say wonderful. We sat and watched it the other day on YouTube. It was awful. It was terrible. Music was terrible. The DJ, he wants sacking. All he seems to do is get drunk. Don't understand that at all. Don't know how he gets away with it. And then gets his videos banned off YouTube, so... Round 5. This is the one you've all been waiting for. I know. Oh no. Oops, I just cancelled that. It might not be history. It might be something else. I love it when a plan goes together.
Oh, you've left
What have I done?
a screensaver on YouTube.
Oh, I have, haven't I? Oh.
Cheers, Kirst.
Cheers, Kirst. Thanks, Kirst. Well, at least that works. Something works, yes. Round number 5. I'm going to get some little stickers to go up on the TV so I can change that. History. Are you all ready? Can't hear any of them, but I'm sure they're ready. Question number 1. Remains of which civilization were excavated in Takal National Park, Guatemala? I knew being history there'd be big words in this. Remains of which civilization were excavated in Takal National Park in Guatemala? Question number 2. Mary Queen of Scots was executed during the reign of which English monarch? Mary Queen of Scots was executed during the reign of which English monarch? And number 3. What was the name of the last king of Greece? John Travolta is not the answer. What was the name of the last king of Greece? And number 4. Which group of people invaded England in 1066? Which group of people invaded England in 1066? I don't really need to hold this. I could look at the questions on there, but then everyone gets to see my big ugly face and that. Question number 5. Cuba gained independence from which country in 1898? Cuba gained independence from which country in 1898? And question number 6. The British Navy defeated which country's fleet in the Battle of the Nile in 1798? The British Navy defeated which country's fleet in the Battle of the Nile in 1798? Some of you should get this right, you're old enough. Question number 7. Which natural disaster affected eastern Afghanistan in February 1999? Question 7. What natural disaster affected eastern Afghanistan in February 1999? Question 8. Who succeeded Queen Victoria as the British monarch? Question 8. Who succeeded Queen Victoria as the British monarch? Question 9. In which city did Anne Frank hide from the Germans? In which city did Anne Frank hide from the Germans? And question number 10, the last one in this round. Where in Britain in 1981 did a protest against the placement of US cruise missiles begin? Where in Britain in 1981 did a protest against the placement of US cruise missiles begin? That's a very good question, to which I do not know the answer. So I'll go through those questions once more. Number 1. Remains of which civilization were excavated in Tikal National Park in Guatemala? Remains of which civilization were excavated in Tikal National Park in Guatemala? And number 2. Mary, Queen of Scots, was executed during the reign of which English monarch? Mary, Queen of Scots, was executed during the reign of which English monarch? Question 3. What was the name of the last king of Greece? You could be watching a better quiz on ITV. Beat the Chasers is brilliant. Oh, you can all watch it on catch up after, I suppose. Question number 4. Which group of people invaded England in 1066? Which group of people invaded England in 1066? Question 5. Cuba gained independence from which country in 1898? Cuba gained independence from which country in 1898? Question 6. The British Navy defeated which country's fleet in the Battle of the Nile in 1798? The British Army defeated which country's fleet in the Battle of the Nile in 1798? And number 7. What natural disaster affected eastern Afghanistan in February 1999? What natural disaster affected eastern Afghanistan in February 1999? Question 8. Who succeeded Queen Victoria as the British monarch? Question 8. Who succeeded Queen Victoria as the British monarch? Question 9. In which city did Anne Frank hide from the Germans? And question 10. Oops. Where in Britain in 1981 did a protest against the placement of US cruise missiles begin? And that's all your questions on history. Thank God, they all say. Is this going to be a high scoring round at home? Probably not.
No, not here.
It's definitely not going to be here. Kirsty's always put, she's got 0 out of 10 coming.
Yeah.
Ah. The answers to that round. Swap your papers, by the way. Swap your papers. Come on, swap them around. Swap them around. Yeah, brilliant. Number 1. The remains of which civilization were excavated in Guatemala? Mayan. Or Mayan. Mayan?
Oh, I have no bloody
Mayan,
idea.
Mayan, Mayan. Whatever it says up there anyway. You can have your own pronunciation at home. Number 2. Mary Queen of Scots was executed during the reign of which English monarch? Elizabeth I. What did you put? Henry VIII?
Yeah.
I should imagine a lot of people did. Number 3. The name of the last king of Greece was Constantine. Number 4. Who invaded England in 1066? The Normans. There was Norman wisdom and Norman.
I knew it was the Battle of Hastings, but
Number 5. Cuba gained independence from which country in 1898? Spain. And number 6. The British Navy defeated which country's fleet in the Battle of the Nile in 1798? France. You got that right?
I got that right.
Yeah, how did you get that?
I remember.
You remember because you're old enough.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Number 7. The natural disaster that affected eastern Afghanistan in February 1999 was an earthquake.
Got that one as well.
And number 8. Who succeeded Queen Victoria as a British monarch? King Edward VII. Lucky I know my Roman rules. I'm not changing it. Number 9. In which city did Anne Frank hide from the Germans? It was Amsterdam. Yes, Andy, I've been there too. The Anne Frank Museum. Yes. I'm very cultured, you know, really. I'm not just an idiot that does quizzes and runs a pub and yeah. Oh, actually, I probably am. And number 10. Oh yes, where in Britain in 1981 did a protest against the placement of US cruise missiles begin? Greenham Common. So top those scores up, let's see what you've got. As we go into the last round, and you're probably all thinking, thank God for that, we could have watched the flipping Beat the Chasers, it would have been more entertaining and a lot more fun. And we'd have known a lot more of the answers, I expect.
Well, I'm no history.
Lisa got 2.
No surprise there.
Kirsty, I did remember one thing from history. What was that? Yesterday doesn't count, Kirst. Let's have a look on YouTube. What have we got on there? Justin got 7, John 4, Andy 6 out of 10.
Oh.
Nikki got 0. Nicholas got 6. Em's 4.
Well, we've got Julie with 7.
Yeah.
Janie's got 8. And the biggest shocker of all,
Kirsty got 5.
yeah,
Steph 9. Well, it's far too easy.
Tim 6. Sharon 1. That's okay, but
No, Andy, I didn't go to other places in Amsterdam. The smell of them was bad enough walking past them. Don't do things like that. Never have done. Last round. Oh, God.
Lisa's that 2 or -2?
-2. Hated history in school. Yes. The only history that you need to know now, Lisa, is your birthday.
You might get a slap when we reopen.
Oh dear. Everyone would have forgot what I've said in these quizzes by then, because, you know, you won't remember anything I've said. The last round, general knowledge. I should have been keeping a total of the scores and everything else.
They
Guess
have to do
6
that
and 7.
themselves.
I know. Alright. General knowledge last round. Don't forget Disco Saturday night on Facebook. Sunday night we'll do another music quiz. God knows why you people like it, but we'll do another one anyway. And I'll try and sort out the Facebook issues. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it'll be on YouTube anyway, because that's worked absolutely perfect all night apparently. So general knowledge, round number 6 and the last one. Question 1. Which English Premier League club feature a cannon on their badge? Yeah. Oh, Vico. Which English Premier League club feature a cannon on their badge? They are known as the Gunners. Number 2. Which magician was formerly engaged to Claudia Schiffer? Which magician was formerly engaged to Claudia Schiffer? Is that the one that was up in that stupid... I can't remember. And number 3. Chris Robinson is the front man for which rock band? Chris Robinson is the front man for which rock band? His dad was on a desert island. Robinson Crusoe. They also make cordials, Robinsons. Question number 4. What member of the Monty Python team went around the world in 80 days? What member of the Monty Python team went around the world in 80 days? Didn't kill that moth. Question 5. According to the 1953 Kinsey report, 15% of women could do what? According to a 1953 Kinsey report, 15% of women could do what? Question number 6. What was the first name of singer Nancy Sinatra's even more famous musical father? What was the first name of singer Nancy Sinatra's even more famous musical father? And question number 7. Which stadium hosted the 2008 European Championship final? Which stadium hosted the 2008 European Championship final? I'm presuming they mean athletics, football, I don't know. Question 8. In which English city are both Hall Green and Perry Bar Greyhound stadiums? I don't think Hall Green's there anymore, is it? No, Hall Green's not there. I'll change the question, even though what it says there. In which English city are or were both Hall Green and Perry Bar Greyhound stadiums? And question 9. In June 2004, Noah Weil, who played Dr. John Carter, was the only cast member remaining in which television drama? In June 2004, Noah Weil, who played Dr. John Carter, was the only major cast member remaining in which television drama? And question 10. What was the name of the main entrance to the Tower of London from the River Thames? What was the name of the main entrance to the Tower of London from the River Thames? I will go through those once more, but a bit quicker. Only because I'm on a proper pint. I get thirsty doing this, you know. I don't know how they do these TV shows where they talk for hours. Question number 1. Which English Premier League club feature a cannon on their badge? Question number 2. Which magician was formerly engaged to Claudia Schiffer? Question 3. Chris Robinson is the front man for which rock band? Question 4. What member of the Monty Python team went around the world in 80 days? Question 5. According to the 1953 Kinsey report, 15% of women could do what? Question 6. What's the what's the first name of singer Nancy Sinatra's even more famous musical father? And number 7, which stadium hosted the 2008 European Championship final? Question 8, in which English city are both Hall Green and Perry Barr Greyhound stadiums, or were? Question 9, in June 2004, Noah Weil, who played Dr. John Carter, was the only major cast member remaining in which television drama? And number 10, what was the name of the main entrance, or what was the name of the main entrance to the Tower of London from the River Thames? Very good questions there. And hopefully you've got all the answers and got 10 out of 10. Chances are you haven't, but it doesn't matter. It's only a bit of fun, Oh, if you're at home swapping those papers around, swap them around. There you go. Swap yours?
Yeah.
One at least.
Yeah, the left hand's got it.
The answers to that round are Arsenal. They have a cannon on their badge. So the answer to number 1 is Arsenal. Hello. Things come through from Sky. What's going on? The magician formerly engaged to Claudia Schiffer, David Copperfield.
Do you know I think her name was on there?
I thought it was David Blaine, so I got that wrong as well. That's what I said about the box.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name.
And the answer to number 3. Chris Robinson is the frontman for which rock band? The Black Crowes.
Never heard of them.
And number 4, the member of Monty Python that went around the world in 80 days was Michael Palin. And question 5. According to a report in 1953 Kinsey report, 15% of women could do what? Have multiple orgasms. Yes, okay, I wasn't expecting that one.
Oh, crochet.
Crochet. Nice. Number 6, Nancy Sinatra's famous musical father, Frank Sinatra. Loved everything he did because he did it his way. Number 7, the stadium that hosted the 2008 European Championship final was the Ernst Happel Stadion.
Not Wembley.
No, Ernst Happel Stadion. See, done in my best Welsh accent that was.
Was that Wales?
Number 8, no it's not. Number 8, in which English city were Hall Green and Perry Barr? Birmingham. Oh. And number 9, in June 2004, Noah Weil, who played Dr. John Carter, was the only major cast member left. It was ER. And the last one of the night. I know, thank God you're all saying. The name of the main entrance to the Tower of London from the River Thames, Traitors Gate.
Wasn't the front door?
No, it wasn't the front door.
I put front gate. 2.
So, let's see how your scores are. See how I can pick them up now. I got it. YouTube. Facebook. Sorry. YouTube. Facebook. See, no wonder my internet ain't working properly. Oh, where are you? Jenny, 5. Lisa, 2. Pokey, 6. Tim, 5. Well, let's have a look. Well and ends, Pokey household, total of 30. 30 out of 50? All right. No, 60.
60.
60 this week, isn't it? 30 out of 60.
Judy,
Half not bad.
7.
Nick got 4 in that round. Andy and Nikki got 34 out of 60.
Kirsty got 5.
Kirsty got 5. That's not bad. Sharon got 3. Lisa got 6. Tina 38 in total. I think that's the highest score so far. Yes, it is. Definitely. Minty got 6 there. John's got 30 out of 60. Justin on YouTube, 43 out of 60. That is the highest. YouTube's winning. Come on, someone on Facebook. Emma 31, 6 in that last round. Nicholas got 33 out of 60. They're not scores at all. Not bad scores at all. Quite impressed. So yeah, it looks like the winner tonight on the YouTube channel's Justin. Well done, Justin.
Well, I haven't totaled mine up. I've got
Well, you
more.
ain't beat that, have you? Lisa got 32, Tim got 30 out of 60. So there's a lot of good scores actually. Anything over 25 I would say is a good score. Not that I'm trying to make you feel good or better, but yeah, so apart from Kirsty got 28. What did you get in the end? Right, this might take a while, I haven't got an abacus for these to count it as up.
I'm not telling you.
You're not telling me?
No.
Was it less than 28?
It was awful.
It was awful.
It was
oh well,
higher.
never mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourselves this evening. Thank you very much for watching, you mad fools. If you want a decent quiz, there's the Chase, Beat the Chase is at 9 o'clock on ITV, or you can watch it on Catch Up. There's also Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz, which I will put all the links up for, which is a really good quiz. It's a guy who just started off as a bit of fun, has over 160, 170, well last week, with whatever was going on Thursday night, I can't remember, he didn't expect too many, he got 160,000 people watching. I think the previous week he got 177,000. It's quite an easy quiz to be fair, it does really well and raised a hell of a lot of money for the NHS. So you can do that, I'll put all the links on Facebook for you. Then Saturday night we've got the disco, Sunday night we'll do another music quiz, 5 or 6 rounds of music, beat the intro, normal chorus and the one that everybody loves, the backwards chorus. So thank you very much everyone, stay safe, stay indoors. And while it's weather like this, you might as well stay indoors anyway. I would love to invite you all round to come and help finish painting in the kitchen because I hate it, it's doing my head in. But yeah, so stay safe everyone, thank you very much and we'll see you again soon. Good night.